Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here, Safi Financial Network, August 28, 2025. Here is another daily analysis. S&P 500 hit new all-time high, 65.01. And this is a new all-time high. And this August, to be honest, is one of the best Augusts that I've ever seen since 2020, I would say, because 2020 and even before that, I can't remember this bullish August, but all in all, market just keep grinding higher. S&P just form a bullish consolidation after corrective move and then getting to new all-time high. Still, we can get into 65.92, and that's going to be another potentially 91 points to the upside. Still looking for a decent corrective move to 10%, 5 to 10% correction, September, October, around 5,900 to 6,000, and then getting back to the rally phase to 7,000 area, which can happen. I would say I'm not sure for this year, but with this momentum, S&P can hit even above 7,000 this year. But all in all, I should say we should be careful for the correction, and correction can come anytime, any moment. I know that I'm just telling you in a month right now for a correction, and some people are shorting the market heavily, which I don't recommend at all. Still, I don't recommend at all. I'm waiting for this correction as a buying opportunity. When I'm saying correction as a buying opportunity, we shouldn't go against the trend, because against the trend is going to be very, very hard to trade, and it's kind of like a suicide trade for me. Some people can do that, but the perfect timing is very, very difficult right now. But all in all, I should say again, 5,900 to 6,000 is going to be feasible, especially for September, October, and we can get to that level potentially in the next 2 months as a great buying opportunity for a next rally to 6,900, 7,000 area for S&P 500. Nasdaq at the same time going higher. It didn't go to new all-time high, just forming a bullish consolidation leading to the upside. Recaptured SMA 20, and all in all, this is a bullish momentum. And if we get above 24,000 area, which is going to be another 300 points above, that would be a new all-time high for Nasdaq. Google actually Nasdaq spiking higher today to new all-time high, and that's why market just carved out a little bit to the upside. Dow at the same time just lagging here, kind of like a doji bar, but still bullish consolidation. Money can rotating back to the Dow Jones area for 46,000 area, and that would be new all-time high as well. So waiting for that one. Again, banking sector, heavy value names can be kind of like in rally phase when technology is resting, and when technology is leading up to the upside, Dow is kind of like a resting. So this is kind of like a sector rotation happening. It's pretty fast, actually, to be honest, this August. But all in all, I should say Dow can even outperform within the market correction. Gold going to 3,416, and this is kind of like the rally that we are expecting. I'm still looking for this rally continuing to the upside to 3,451, and we will see if that breaks through above this. That could be kind of like a nice rally all the way up to 36,000 area. Sorry, 3,600 area, which is 3,600, and that would be kind of like a new all-time high for gold. We will see how it goes, but I'm just kind of like a bullish, especially for the next few weeks for gold. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to silver. Silver getting back to the upside. Nice bullish consolidation here. Looking for a nice rally to $40, even 42, for 44 by year end. So again, looking at the silver, it's going to be another potential 10% upside move for silver happening, and that would be a great kind of like a condition for precious metals right now if Federal Reserve brings the rate down more than expectation. So that would be kind of like a nice rally to the upside. Crude at the same time, just forming the bottom here and getting back to the upside. I would say crude is kind of like in one of those multi-weeks, and I should say multi-months bottoming formation. Again, as I said before, look at $60 area. So if it goes below 60, it can go all the way down to 51, 53, as long as we are above $60 area. So we should just give it benefit of that for a rally. If crude gets back above $70, it's going to be acceleration all the way to 80 to 83, which I believe that in September, October, there are lots of geopolitical tensions against coming back to the market. So based on my war cycle and astrology, I see that like again, rainy days or dark days or bloody days coming back and hopefully it's not going to be crazy for ordinary people, which unfortunately it's going to be so in some cases. Moving on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is lagging. I know it was kind of like getting to uh, a bullish candle today, but all in all, I should say when Bitcoin is lagging and market is getting into new all-time high, so we should just be careful because time tells us that this has a nice correlation, especially with Nasdaq. And when Bitcoin is lagging, this means market can sooner or later getting into a corrective phase. Ethereum at the same time just going down today as well. So Doji Bar 49, 44.99. So it's kind of like getting below 4,500 area. Bond yield just forming a positive candle today after just a sell-off nicely last 2 days. Bond yield is getting back to the upside. It's just a bullish harami here at this pivot, so we may see a bounce and then getting back to the downside again for 3.46. That could be the scenario. Treasury at the same time just spiking higher. You see that Treasury going up nicely, and I would say this is a nice bull flag here, and we can go all the way up to 93 to 94 for the next few months. Dixie at the same time going down 97. VIX just doji bar here, $14 still. VIX is very, very low, and it's kind of like a poising and forming the bottom here for a nice rally to the upside again. We should see some kind of like a spike is coming back to VIX sooner or later. Apple getting back to the upside 232. This could be kind of like a double top, or even it can just reach higher for a nice divergence. And Amazon is the same. It's just breaking through above this trend line here. It can lead all the way up to 240, which is going to be this double top, and then getting back to the corrective move. Right now, Amazon is very choppy. Meta is forming a nice bullish consolidation, small one. So you will see that here's the pole, and here's the nice 4 days consolidation. We may see another pop for Meta, 760. Microsoft, after kind of like this correction, this is the second consecutive positive day. So we may see some kind of like a rally all the way to 520, 519. But after that, I should say we should just wait for more clarification or confirmation. Google new all-time high today, 211. New all-time high for Google, and I had like a analysis as well. So 230, that's in my radar as well for Google. Still, it is cheap. You can't believe that compared to the other names. Netflix at the same time forming a nice choppy consolidation here. We may see another rally for Netflix to 1300 area. Tesla after just this rally nicely up. Today it's just a pullback, and I would say this is kind of like a pullback and could be about very, very sharply and soon for a 380 to 400 area. Semiconductor index SMH going higher after NVIDIA earning yesterday. Market sold off after hours, but today NVIDIA was positive. So SMH and SOX was positive as well, but after hours they went negative. NVIDIA doji bar today, and it's kind of like the same scenario that we see uh, with NVIDIA. So after hours, it just sold off as well again. So 179. Today price action was kind of like telling us that potentially sellers are going to sell more than before, especially with this all-time high, and earning is above the expectation, but at the same time the growth is getting slower. So this, or I should say the momentum of growth is getting slower, and this is telling us potentially the end of this rally, and could kind of like a pullback to 150 area, which I'm just looking for that. And I'm always patient. I don't care when, but if that hits this area, that could be great buying opportunity, which I wait for that one. AMD at the same time. So we sold AMD here. We bought a lot here. Remember that? So if you just go back to my previous videos, like early this year, we were talking about AMD, and AMD just forming the bottom here. We accumulate a lot. We sold a lot here, and also I closed my position of AMD last couple weeks, and right now we are just sitting on cash for AMD and just waiting for a better price to get back in. Taiwan Semiconductor is the same, just forming a choppy consolidation here, but this is the selling area. So remember, we were talking about this box as a selling area, and look what happened to the price. Texas Instrument forming a nice bullish consolidation here. If this is the rally, and if it fails, it needs to go below 196. Lam Research getting back to high, and it's kind of like a 104, but I would say this is a doji bar potentially. This is the last rally after this sharp sell-off, and potentially can get back to the sell-off soon. XLF, a bank, new all-time high, but I would say this is kind of like the doji bar here at new all-time high. The momentum is not that strong. KB again, so it's just a hit higher high, but sold off sharply after that. KRE, the same pattern here, just a hit 66, getting back to the downside. JP Morgan hit new closing all-time high, 301. Goldman Sachs, the same new closing all-time high, 751. And Bank of America as well. So new all-time high and new closing all-time high, $50.41. Wells Fargo can't get even to higher high, and it's just a sold off intraday session as well. Moving on to GDX, which is gold miner ETF. It's just forming a bullish consolidation here. Wait for more consolidation for a nice breakthrough to the upside. Still looking for these names are getting higher. GDXJ, the same here. AEM just going to new all-time high. Short sell-off after that. And Newmont hit higher highs. It's not new all-time high, but nicely still keep the momentum higher. So Newmont was one of the hated stock last year. But look at this year. So this year is pretty nice momentum. It's kind of like outperform any names. So it's over 100% profit this year since beginning of this year. So you see that from $36 right now all the way to $72. So this is perfect scenario for one of those good charts that you need to be in, especially when market is kind of like in a shaky way. Moving on to the XLE, which is Energy Spider. So Energy Spider last 2 days, remember we were talking this 88, it's just getting to moment of the truth moment. I would say energy is a very, very nice. They're just forming a very nice chart. And if it gets higher above 91, I would say energy is kind of like a spiking higher to the upside. Exxon, the same pattern here. We need to get above 114, 115, and Chevron is getting back to the upside 159. We need to get above 161. If we get above 161, we should just see this rally is going all the way up to potential new all-time high. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel. Have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.